Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kwadash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." Right? "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh is." And one of these things that we should be, circumspect about, or walk, wise about, is, the Third World War, right? And understanding that things must happen before it fully, happens. Prophecies have to come to pass before World War III totally lets loose, because during World War III, that will be when Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is coming back, according to 2nd Ezra 13, right? So, let me see. We go to the book of Revelation. Revelation chapter 11, verse 14, it says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." Right? It cometh quickly. It's not, boom, it's here. I mean, it's a build up to it until it actually hits. And what we are witnessing and keeping up with, right, because we got to watch and pray, is World War III. The beginnings of it, right? Not right now. This is not the actual, first time you're hearing about a World War III, but we've been hearing about it for a while. So it's building up to it actually happening. We're also hearing, the prophecy of the MOTB coming to pass, and so forth and so on, man. Right? Go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." Right? It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." Right? And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing these things become more and more frequent, closer and closer together, happening at the same time. So with that being said, I'm going to let this video play, and I'll be back.
As Russia increases its military presence around Ukraine while denying it plans to attack, Russian President Vladimir Putin was in China today watching the Olympics opening ceremony and receiving support from the game's host, President Xi. In a joint statement with Russia, China said it opposed NATO expansion, blamed the United States for creating tensions, and expressed support for Russia's demand of security guarantees. Russia also vowed support for China's claims over Taiwan. In Ukraine, troops conducted military drills with new American weapons. While out in the Far East by Russia's border, troops told us pro-Russian separatists who could spearhead a Russian attack have stepped up artillery training.
Does that worry you, that they're training for something?
I think because it's expensive. I think they prepared to something. To what? We don't know.
We are now very close to the Russian border, and Ukrainian troops out here tell us they are exercising maximum restraint so they don't give Russia an excuse to invade. For now, the front is quiet, but they are prepared for a possible Olympic surprise.
All right, so this Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that got these different rulers acting how they acting because he's the one. This is his game, right? This is the Most High's chess game. This is the Most High's movie, right? And I know a lot of people want all of the chaos to come to an end, but it don't work like that. It's not about us. It's about the will of the Most High. Right? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Salah. All right, Salah. Salah for that interruption. Right? But like we just read in the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1, the king's heart, which is his mind, is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. And this is the Most High's will, to have these different kings bump heads. You can read about that in Revelation 17, where you hear about the allies of the whore turning against her and burning her with fire. And this is all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You can read it also in the book of Romans chapter 9. Right? The Most High placed it on Pharaoh's heart to get hardened. It's the same thing he's doing with these different kings. You can read it also in Ezekiel 38. This is all the will of the Most High. He is making these things happen. So unfortunately, yeah, you might want it to stop, but it ain't gonna stop. Because this ain't about you. This ain't about me. This ain't about us. This is about the will of the Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
In a boost to Taiwan's missile defense systems, the United States has approved a $100 million defense support contract. The approval comes amid heightened tensions with China. It will sustain, maintain, and improve the self-ruled island's Patriot missile defense system. A statement from the U.S. Defense Security Cooperation Agency said a possible $100 million sale of equipment and services to Taiwan has been approved. The agency said that it had delivered the required certification notifying Congress. This is after the State Department approved the sale, which was requested by Taiwan's de facto embassy in Washington. Upgrades to the Patriot air defense system would help improve Taiwan's security, and that it will assist in maintaining political stability, military balance, economic and progress in the region. The main contractors for the deal would be Raytheon Technologies and Lockheed Martin. Taiwan's foreign ministry welcomed this decision. The ministry said in a statement that Taiwan will maintain its national security with a solid defense in the face of China's continued military expansion and provocative actions. The decision to obtain newer Patriot missiles was made in 2019 with officials in then-President Donald Trump's administration.
So what you are seeing is, you're seeing the daughter of Babylon try to reach out to these different countries, right, that are right there by their enemies. Because how does the daughter of Babylon act, man? When they really want to show force in a place, they put up an army base, or a military base rather. They put up a military base. Once that military base is established in that place, ain't nobody messing with that place no more. It's just like Afghanistan. When America was there, and they had their base there with their military and all that. When nobody messed with Afghanistan, right? It wasn't until they left that all hell broke loose. Even during what it was, the war on terror, right? Afghanistan started off as a hot spot. Nobody wanted to go there until it got basically conquered by America, and after that, Afghanistan became like Hawaii. It wasn't even like that, you know what I'm saying? So whenever America sets up a base in a place, they've established dominance in that area. And what you're seeing is America poking the bear. They poking at Russia. They shooting shots at China, right? China got an issue with Taiwan. America say, let me help out Taiwan. Russia got an issue with Ukraine, supposedly. Right? And what does America do? Try to help out Ukraine. Man, it's right before your eyes. The same tactics over and over and over again. And the rest of the world are seeing these tactics and calling America's bluff. right? And all of this is the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Taiwan is a democratically governed island, but China claims Taiwan as its own. It has been stepping up pressure on the island ever since Tsai Ing-wen was first elected president in 2016. Beijing has made repeated air sorties into Taiwan's air defense zone, and it has not ruled out the use of force to retake the island. The United States does not have official relations with Taiwan, but Washington is its biggest backer. It is bound by law to provide it with the means to defend itself. US officials have been pushing Taiwan to modernize its military. Last month, China's ambassador to the United States said that if Washington encouraged Taiwan's independence, the two superpowers could end up in a military conflict.
All right, talking shit to China, right? As though they not scared. Real talk. They spook. they are spooked. You think they not listening to the men of the Lord speak about the downfall of this place? And you think they not hearing it? Man, they hearing it, man. They hearing it and they scared. That's why they keep trying to evade in space and you know, different trips to so-called to the moon and all the other stuff. They trying to get away. But ain't no running from this, right? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 5. It says, Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. It's time. It's time. This place can't get more wicked, man. The Most High said enough is enough. Right? Let me go down to verse 20. It says, Behold, saith power, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom, thus saith Yahweh power. Right? This is all the will of the Most High. And it's all because all of these nations have something to do with us and our downfall. Read Psalm 83. All of them, man. Right? See, we talking about Russia. They got a book out there called Russian Icons that shows and proves that the people in the book are melanated people. Right? Before the Renaissance, the people of the Bible were always depicted as melanated people. After the Renaissance, that's when so-called Jesus came into play. All of the disciples and apostles and everybody in the book became so-called white men, right? Because that was the beginning of basically Esau's reign, the reign that we're still in to this day. Right? But the Most High said, time up, man. Y'all done did all the wickedness you can do. Now it's time to bring all these kings together so y'all can go to war, right? Y'all can shoot off y'all missiles and destroy the daughter of Babylon whilst I save my people, right? So if you are his people, you need to be getting your mind right and getting your life together, getting your spirit together, right? All through faith. Because that's the only way you're going to make it. Faith and works. Faith without works is dead. Have to have them both. Right? But we work based off of faith. Period. Right? So, I'm going to end it with that, man. Most High willing, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakah Kodash Shalom Yashalom.